the Draco still relevant in 2025? I don't know. I got some points I want to talk about, and let's see if it's a possibility. Come on, let's see. Then the bad part about it is, Bebo's wife had him in the in the cabinet for weeks.
My wife told me 2 weeks before Yogi told me about it, but she was so adamant about me getting it.
He was scared. All right, so is the Draco still relevant in 2025? Let's talk about a little bit of, I guess, points or speaking points on the actual Draco and see if it still makes sense or not. I don't think it ever made sense, but let's see if it has some type of sense we could make out of it. All right, so yes, this is the same Draco that we're doing our $100 challenge with. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, make sure you go back and check that out. All right, so we have here, this is the micro Draco, chambered in 762 by 39. Now, this has come a pretty long ways. I know earlier on, the price range for something like this was probably right about $650, $700. This was then. This was then. Today, you are looking to spend close to $1,000 for something like this. So, can we say that it increased in value? So, is it a piece that you can have and add to your collection and say, you know what, it's increasing in value, so this is probably something good for me to have. Now that would be something that you would have to determine yourself. Then we can talk about the ammo prices. Now, back then I can remember buying a box of 20 of 762 by 39 for almost $11, $12 roundabout figure. And today they're pretty much going for about $16.99. Now I do know that depending on the brand of ammo that you're using can also determine the price of the ammo that you will be paying depending on what it is that you like to shoot or what it is that you like to use. All right, so we covered the price of the actual pistol. I know it's not the only configuration that you can get it in, but we're going to talk about it as it is right here. We talked about the ammo. Now let's talk about the comfortability, the accuracy, the versatility of something like this. Now, as far as the pistol version of this, now this is something that can be braced if you choose to brace it in the future. Obviously, it would probably be a little bit over $1,000, but in this state, we're looking at right about $1,000. Without a brace, the accuracy on here at a longer distance is not accurate. If you're shooting more of a shorter distance, maybe we're going to test that theory out now too. I would say maybe 15 yards max. You can probably kind of get like a center mass shot, but if you're going anything past that 15 yards, I don't think it's not going to be, period. It's just not going to be accurate. Now, we had people asking or talking about the actual sights on here. Well, why don't you adjust the sights, or why don't you excuse me?
No,
You have something to say?
no, I was just cheering you on. It was a great video.
Oh, thank you. Well, while you're at it, do you think this is still relevant in 2025?
Well, if you want my professional opinion, the Draco stopped being relevant when it went from $650 to $1,000.
Oh, so it was actually cheaper than what it was that I was referring to.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I realized that accuracy is way more important.
Facts.
But yeah, I mean, it's relevant in specialty stuff, like it's cool, it's loud, but to me it's just a fun gun.
So the value increased on it. We went from $650 to $1,000. So it's holding its value. Is it because it's becoming more popular, or is it because it's
I think it had to do with rap music.
possibly?
Yeah, rap music that messed up the Draco prices.
Possibly. Now let's we were talking. You remember the $100 challenge video we were doing? A lot of people were talking about adjust the sights. It's not sighted and it's not. These are fixed sights. As if you can see, the rear sight is actually fixed on here, and the front sight is obviously ain't going nowhere. So that will definitely not change anything when it comes to the accuracy of this pistol, unless you possibly brace it.
Yeah, with a brace, you could definitely do that challenge more accurately. But in that configuration,
Impossible.
Unless you're deep.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So if you're wondering what we talking about,
Unless you hold a camera, 24 hours a day, you can't shoot a Draco.
yes, my husband did actually hit the 25 yard target. But anyway, yeah, it's videotape, so y'all go watch that video. So yeah, so back to what it is that I'm saying. So we know that if the value of the actual pistol increased, we know that it's not accurate. We know that, well, I guess if it's shooting a little bit to the left, I can probably tap it and all that stuff, but we're not doing that. It doesn't change the fact that it's really not an accurate pistol. So for me, it really's never been relevant for me. I do it because I collect firearms, and I just felt like if you're a collector, you got to have them all. But if we're talking about something like this, we got a flag in here. This is definitely the route that you should or would be looking for if you're looking for an AK. Definitely full size will get you your 25 yards with no problem. Point blank, period. All right, so back to what I was saying. So we've talked about the price, we talked about the ammo prices, and I'm more interested in the accuracy. So what we're gonna do, we're going to take it in to the range. We're gonna start shooting from, let's say 7, 10, and keep moving it back and see how far we can actually stay on paper with this micro Draco. All right, so we know where we are, we know what we're doing. So the only thing left now to do is
load them up.
oh my God. And this is, and you know, he's the one who gave me the saying. And you don't know what it is?
I don't know what I had for breakfast.
Suit them up or some shit.
Suit him up so you can,
Knock them down.
oh my God. Suit him up so we can send him down range.
I was good.
But I bet you he knows it in Spanish. What's the one in Spanish?
Vítelo para después vestirlo.
No, ay Dios mío, no. Suit him up para calentar los cañones.
What?
That's the Spanglish he was talking about. That's the Spanglish he was talking about. All right, so come on, let's get some ears and let's head inside. All right, so let's talk accuracy. Let's talk about how accurate is something in this configuration. How accurate can it be? So we're gonna start 7, 10, and we're gonna push it back to as far as I can to actually hit the paper. Okay, so let's start at about 5 yards. All right, so that's about 5 yards, and then we're gonna gradually push it back until we clearly miss. All right, so we're loaded up, and we're gonna take a couple shots with it at 5 yards. All right, so I got 1 green, 1 white at 5 yards. I'm gonna remember those. How about let me just show y'all. All right, so 5 yards, I have 1 bullseye, and I have 1 in the 9. Not too bad, it's 5 yards. So I'm gonna go back just a little bit more, and we're gonna continue. But I'm not gonna keep bringing it back every time I shoot, but I'm gonna just kind of remember where those places were. All right, so now we're at about 7 yards. Let's see where we're gonna get them. Okay, I got, looks like 2 greens, but it's very low. All right, we're gonna go back just a little bit more. Okay, so I just pushed it back to probably about 10 yards. I'm not gonna, okay, I have to make some sense out of this video now. So I'm gonna continuously shoot the target where it actually is now. We're gonna talk about it, look at the placement, and then I'm gonna send it back for the next couple yards, and then we'll do another match and check the accuracy, okay? Got it, all right. That anticipation was bad. All right, let's look at the target. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. That's still not enough distance. So that was 7 yards. Now we're gonna go back for 10 yards. So let's do 10 shots, 10 yards, and see how that looks. That hit my lip. Bring it up. Ah, that was actually better than my first paper. My first target. So this is 10 yards. This is 7 yards. Not too different. Not too different. All right. So 15. Now we're back 15 yards. 8, 9, 10. All right. See if we can try to keep it as centralized as possible. All right, I can already see where I'm losing accuracy. My shots are now, they're still centralized, but they're a lot lower than my last 2 targets. Let's bring it up. All right, so this is 15 yards. I am, like I said, I'm losing my centralized on that bullseye, and my shots are a little bit lower. So now that I see at 15 yards, I'm shooting low. When I go to 20, I'm just going to aim a little bit higher, and let's see if we can get them a little bit more central. So now we're at 20 yards. 15 yards, I was shooting kind of low. I am going to aim a little bit higher, see if I can get that grouping up on that paper at 20 yards. Same deal, 10 shots. All right, so this is 20 yards. Let's bring that target up. All right, So 20 yards, I remember I told you 15, I was shooting low. So now my shots, I was aiming a little bit higher, and I did get them in my bullseye. So it's just strategy. You have to be strategic when you're shooting this Draco, especially without a brace. So we're gonna go 25 and see if we can accomplish that. Okay, so trying to hit my 25-yard shot, my very first time, I had to, I was shot low right to get the 25 yards. So I am going to kind of get a strategy going. Go ahead and look at my target where I am too satisfied with my other target to just mess this up. So let's see how or what these 10 shots gonna be. I'm almost nervous. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right, so I have a very decent, I would say, grouping. I was still trying to stay within that shooting high and hoping for it to be in my circle. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, they were pretty high is not it. At that extra distance, high is definitely not it. I should have went with my first mine and pointed kind of low. All right, so we got up to 25 yards and the accuracy was not there. Let's go out and talk about it. All right, so based on the information that you got and what it is that you saw at 7, 10, 15, and 25 yards, do you think that this still holds some type of relevancy in 2025? Now, close quarter combat, I think it would be something that will definitely be on your side. But as far as getting distance, definitely not. But I want to know your opinion. How is it? Now, I know it's not braced. Don't come in there talking about, well, Yoke, if it was braced, if it was, I understand that. If it was braced, I would have hit bullseye 25 yards all day long. Completely understand. But we're talking about as is. Let me know. So y'all already know. What do y'all think? What did y'all see? How did y'all feel? Let me know. Drop that in the comments. I'm very interested to know. So with that being said, Yoke, thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel just by watching this video. And y'all know I love it when things work, but I love y'all for life. Muchos besitos.